Now on CoastTV News.
Property tax perk. How Ocean City officials are attempting to give its volunteer firefighters, who are also homeowners, an extra incentive.
Cold weather prep.
There's too many things that happen, even for the health of the home.
As the temperatures flirt with the freezing mark, what you need to know to protect your home.
After a windy weekend on Delmarva, we're tracking a sunny, blustery day ahead when our next chance of rain arrives.
Pushing the Lions.
And Hurd surfs over the top and is in for the touchdown.
Another low-scoring game ends with another win for the Eagles.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And it is Monday, November 17th, 2025. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Grace Eckerly. Thank you for being up with us during this 5 o'clock hour.
Eagle fans waking up with another win.
Yes, I'm joined by some very happy guys in the studio. You're happy because Penn State won.
Finally won.
Chris Mastrobono is happy because the Eagles won. There's some good vibes going on this Monday morning.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. All right, speaking of Chris, there he is. First alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono now with a look at the forecast. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Matt. Yes, it is a good morning for us Eagle fans. Good morning, Grace, and a pleasant good morning, Delmarva. It was a mild weekend. We saw temperatures in the mid-60s. We were at 65 on Sunday. That high came in the morning, and then those windy conditions rolled in. We had a gust of 53 miles an hour in Dewey Beach as we take a live look into Ocean City. 44 degrees. Temperatures not all that bad this morning. We're at 36 in Long Neck, 41 in Milford, 42 Seaford to 42 in Salisbury. Winds right now are out of the west, northwest, anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles an hour. The winds are going to be picking up through the morning. Had some light shower activity and some snow squalls. Look at those snow squalls streaming across central Pennsylvania. Those are going to continue to weaken as they push to the south. High pressure to our west will slide off to our south through the next day. Now, as we go into the afternoon, we're going to see plenty of sunshine. It'll be a blustery day, feeling quite chilly, feeling more like the 40s most of the day. We're tracking around a showers late Tuesday night, and then we're looking at seasonable temperatures as we go through the middle to the end of the week. We're up to 47 by around 10 a.m. under mostly sunny skies. Most of us will be right around 50 degrees, a degree or two below or above that. But again, with those wind gusts upwards of 30, it will feel much chillier. We'll talk about a cold night ahead and those rain chances rolling in Tuesday night in my full 7-day forecast. Matt.
Thank you, Chris. And our top story this hour, property tax help for volunteer firefighters in Ocean City.
CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber is live in Ocean City. And Elisa, today the town's reviewing an ordinance that would give firefighters help with one of these types of bills.
Good morning, Matt and Grace. Right now we are standing at one of Ocean City's volunteer fire stations, and today town officials will hold a second reading of an ordinance that would offer a property tax credit for active members of the Ocean City Volunteer Fire Department. And under that ordinance, it would give active members up to $2,500 in credit towards their property taxes. Those who qualify include volunteers listed as an owner of the deed on the property, volunteers whose primary residence is within town limits, volunteers who have lived at the property as their primary residence for a minimum of 1 year, property that does not have a rental license on the property, volunteers who are active members, and volunteers who receive the Maryland Homestead Property Tax Credit on that property. And this would go into effect at the beginning of the property tax year on July 1st, 2026. And again, this is only for active members of the Ocean City Volunteer Fire Department. That second reading will take place tonight at the meeting at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
That was Elisa Weber in Ocean City. Next, also to be discussed at this evening's Ocean City Town Council meeting, officials are expected to recommend a bid award for Worcester and Caroline Street comfort stations. It was earlier this month that staff opened the process for companies to submit bids for renovations. According to the agenda, there will be a first reading for an ordinance that would be an agreement regarding sewer treatment facilities. The agenda states the change would allow for increased flow capacity for West Ocean City.
Also in Ocean City, another dredging project scheduled for this week in the inlet. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says it will remove 5,000 cubic yards of dredged material. Officials say work will begin in the Sinnapuxet Channel with the goal of clearing the entrance into the West Ocean City harbor. Dredging is scheduled to last from Thursday, November 20th through the following Tuesday, November 25th.
Happening today in Dagsboro, they're considering a new impact fee aimed at supporting police services. According to the town agenda, the town will again discuss a fee that would join the town's existing fees for fire, ambulance, and capital improvements. Under the proposal, developers would pay 0.5% of construction costs with a $10,000 cap for subdivisions. Single-family homes would stay under the current $5,000 cap, and if approved, the fees would apply to all future building permits. Officials will gather tonight at 6 p.m.
As winter approaches, it's a good time for a reminder of winterizing. This includes taking the proper steps to protect your car and home. Experts say at home people should make your thermostat set no lower than 55 degrees. Also open your kitchen cabinets. This lets in the ambient heat from your home to keep those pipes from freezing. Brian Rush, CEO of Paul Davis Restorations, has more helpful tips.
There's too many things that happen even for the health of the home, whether it's pipes freezing, trim expanding, contracting, your floors expanding, contracting, cabinets, drywall, everything inside the home.
And the good news is there is no big Arctic air masses heading our way anytime soon.
That is good news, Matt. A final review and possible action taking place tonight in Lewis. According to the agenda, the Parks and Recreation Committee is set to consider a strategic plan and budgeting for the fiscal year of 2027. Officials are also set to discuss and could act on the lawn and maintenance contract for the fiscal years 2027 to 2029. The Lewis Parks and Rec Committee will meet tonight at 5 p.m.
Early Sunday morning, several emergency crews in Texas responded to a large fire at a power plant. Check this out. Luckily, that power plant isn't active. Multiple cooling towers were engulfed in flames, producing thick black smoke. Officials say all 5 of those towers collapsed one by one as a result of the fire. It appeared the fire was contained to the island that the decommissioned plant was located on.
Developing news in Laurel, officials say a man is in critical condition after a house fire late Saturday night. Firefighters were called just after 9:30 to a home off of Route 13. The fire marshal says firefighters pulled the man out of the burning home and he was unresponsive. The cause is still under investigation.
Happening this afternoon in Georgetown, officials will continue to plan for the 250th anniversary of our nation. According to the agenda, the America 250 Committee is expected to discuss what activities or events will get featured in the celebration. Potential sponsorships are also under consideration, and the committee is meeting at the Georgetown Hall at 3:30 p.m. And this just in, congressional lawmakers pushing for the Trump administration to release files related to Jeffrey Epstein say that the effort is not about Donald Trump, and they're calling on the president to meet with survivors of Epstein's abuse.
NBC's Alice Barr shows us how a petition calling on the Justice Department to release the documents will force a vote on the measure on the House floor.
As the House prepares for a vote this week aimed at forcing the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files, President Trump changing course overnight, posting Republicans should vote to release the files because we have nothing to hide. The president has long opposed the push that he's called a hoax by Democrats.
They're using Jeffrey Epstein as a deflection from the tremendous success that we're having as a party.
While also condemning Republicans who back the bill, including Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a longtime ally. She says she's faced threats after his recent criticism.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
The president, who was once friends with Epstein, denies any wrongdoing and has never been charged in connection with Epstein's sex trafficking crimes, now saying he does not care about the files' release and wants Republicans to get back on point, as the Republican and Democrat leading the charge in the House reject claims of partisanship and predict the vote will pass in a landslide.
I think we could have a deluge of Republicans.
What we're asking for is justice for those survivors. So it's not about Donald Trump.
Survivors of Epstein's abuse preparing to rally at the Capitol this week, urging lawmakers to remember their stories.
I would say, please remember that these are crimes that were committed against real humans.
Pushing to move past politics to accountability. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Some things to know. Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding is celebrating its 10-year anniversary. Southern Delaware Therapeutic Riding helps adults and children who have a variety of conditions that includes intellectual and physical disabilities. The organization says that the celebration begins today at noon at the facility in Milton, and people are encouraged to dress warm as the area will not be heated. Several Delaware leaders are expected to be in attendance. That includes Mayor John Collier and David Newman, that's Deputy Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Another limited offensive game for the Eagles, but it results in another win. As seen here on Coast TV, Jalen Hurts' tush push just before halftime was the only touchdown on the night for the Birds as they defeat the Lions 16-9. The Eagles have the top spot in the NFC. They improved to 8-2 on the season. And we'll have more on this game later on Coast TV News Today.
And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
And coming up, holiday cheer is here. A look at opening weekend for Shelbyville Christmas Village in Rehoboth Beach.
Also, storm topples church steeple. We'll show you how crews are working to restore the structure and when work could be completed.
Still ahead, AI avoidance anchors Divine's debut, how a former viral social media app plans to reboot and stand out from its competition. And First Alert meteorologist Chris Bono is in the Weather Center on this Monday morning, and we check in with him next.
Good Monday morning, Delmarva. Hope your day is off to a great start as we take a live look into Dover, where it is 44 degrees. Now, we are above the freezing mark, which is good news. We're at 37 Long Neck, 42 Bridgeville to 40 in Bethany Beach. Not seeing the strong winds at this hour. We're relatively calm through most of the area, but the winds are going to be picking up once again through the morning. We had some snow showers screaming across western Pennsylvania. Those are continuing to sink southward, but they will be weakening, expecting mostly sunny skies through the peninsula today. Well, when we look at the month, we're over halfway through the month. We have an equal amount of below and above average days. We had that stretch of below normal temperatures last week. Now, we'll be below average today and most likely tomorrow, and then we will see some milder air push in through the end of the week. So we're right around the 50-degree mark through Lewis, Rehoboth, Dewey Beach today, Ocean City. Mostly sunny skies with those winds gusting out of the west, anywhere between about 30 to 35 miles an hour. We'll talk more about rain chances rolling in tomorrow night. Full 7-day forecast just minutes away. Grace.
Thank you, Chris. Salisbury's Department of Field Operations says paving in the area of Spring Chase will start soon, weather permitting. You can see the area on your screen now. Officials say crews will work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day for about a week, and no road closures are planned, but flaggers will guide drivers through the area, and people are asked not to park along the street until this project is finished.
Also in Salisbury, starting today through Wednesday the 19th, Lake Street will close from Route 50 to West Main Street near Purdue. According to the city, crews will work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day on stormwater maintenance and to install a tide gate designed to help reduce flooding in the area.
I'm excited about this one. Matt, I'm not sure if this is up your alley, but the short form video platform Vine, it was the 6-second loop kind of thing. That's been rebooted. Now, the Vine app was originally called, it's now being called Divine, and that's launching with a twist aimed at keeping artificial intelligence out of the feed. It's backed by former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, and it bans AI-generated content using verification tools to make sure that every upload comes from an actual smartphone. Users can reclaim old Vine accounts, post new videos, or request takedowns of their past clips.
Yeah, I remember Vine didn't have an account, though. Moving on, the Board of Governors approved increases across Priority Mail, Priority Mail Express, Ground Advantage, and Parcel Select. Priority Mail will rise by about 6.6%. Ground Advantage goes up to 7.8%. Prices for regular mailing services, including the first class stamp, will stay the same. The Postal Regulatory Commission will now start its review ahead of the planned January rollout.
Starting our week on Delmarva with plenty of sunshine. The only problem is we're going to be dealing with that pesky wind once again, gusting to 30, 35 miles an hour. So it's going to be a rather chilly day. We'll talk about some rain this week and more clouds towards the end of the week. My full forecast right after the break.
Time is 5:18, and you are looking live at the bright lights of Salisbury University. First Alert meteorologist Chris Bono's back with us, and we expect a sunny Monday.
Yes, we do. A lot of sunshine today, but it is going to be on the blustery side with those wind gusts to near 35 miles an hour. Right now, we're holding a 40, Rehoboth 39, Long Neck 43, Milford 41 in Seaford. So not all that bad as far as the temperatures are concerned. Now, we have wind gusts to near 15 miles an hour right now, but for the most part, the winds are on the calm side. We now do still have a gale warning up. Delaware Bay down through the Delaware coast. This runs through 6 o'clock this evening from Ocean City, Assateague Island, Chickateague. That runs through 10 a.m. That most likely is going to be downgraded to a small craft advisory, which we have up here in the bay, and that runs through 6 o'clock tonight. Some snow showers, some light showers to our north. Those are going to continue to weaken, and not expecting those to make it towards Delmarva, but a pretty good snow squall there in central Pennsylvania. High pressure back off to the west. Here's our system back off across the Rockies. That's going to continue to push to the east and impact us with some light rain tomorrow night. We're at 42 right now in Salisbury. Mostly sunny skies, 46 by around 9, and we're going to be right around the 50-degree mark, a degree or two above that, but with the wind, it's going to feel much chillier than that. You see those winds out of the west-northwest gusting to 30, 35 miles an hour. The winds will relax through the evening and especially by Tuesday morning, and that's going to allow for some temperatures to fall. Wind chills are going to be in the 30s, 40s through the day today, 20s tomorrow morning, but the temperatures are going to be in the 20s by tomorrow morning. I think we'll get some pretty good radiational cooling away from the coast tonight into Tuesday morning. Clear skies, calm winds, so a cold start to our Tuesday. Clouds will be increasing through the day ahead of that system that will bring a round of rain. Got some snow there in central Pennsylvania, but we're expecting some rain into tomorrow night. It's a quick hitting system. You can see pushing to the south, and then it's out of here. We'll see a few residual showers, I think, by Wednesday. This is 6:30 in the morning. You can see still some rain along the coast, but we dry out through the afternoon, but it stays rather cloudy through the day on Wednesday. Rainfall on the average of about a ½ an inch we could expect to see through Wednesday morning. We clear it out Wednesday afternoon, but we keep the clouds in play Thursday, Friday, ahead of our next system that will arrive Saturday, and that may bring us another round of rain, at least through the start of the weekend. The weekend doesn't look like a complete washout at the moment, but we dry out into Sunday afternoon. So we have the showers arriving late Tuesday through Wednesday, 54 into Wednesday. A lot of cloud cover in play through Thursday. Could see a stray shower. Friday, we're looking at partly sunny skies, milder 62 ahead of that next system that will bring a round of rain into Saturday morning. And then we see temperatures fall into the 50s by Sunday afternoon. Matt.
Thank you, Chris. In Worcester County, crews are working to bring a 180-year-old Pocomoke City church back to life after a summer storm. In July, lightning struck the steeple at St. Mary the Virgin Episcopal Church. It forced services out of the sanctuary. Church leaders say there's about $500,000 in damage, with insurance covering most of it, but they still need roughly $200,000 to finish the job.
It just means so much to us to be back in our sacred sanctuary and inviting others to come and celebrate Christmas with us, and as always, give back to the community as we normally do.
And crews plan to build a new steeple on a back lot and then use a crane to lift it back onto the roof as the congregation prays for a return by Christmas.
And speaking of Christmas, up next on CoastTV News Today, holiday cheer is here. We'll tell you the dates for when you can visit the Shellville Christmas Village in Rehoboth Beach. Don't go anywhere. The holiday lights are back on in Rehoboth Beach. Shellville kicked off its opening weekend. Inside the Winter Wonderland, you can find a little something for everyone. Whether that's a snowball fight with friends and family, meeting Santa Claus, a train ride around Shellville, or just grabbing a drink at the hot cocoa station, relaxing by the campfire, and so much more. All of this is something that Elizabeth Cantwell and her son were ready for.
I feel like it just really gets you in the mood for the season, and it just has such like a magical feel with all the Christmas trees and the Christmas lights. It's just, if you're in Delaware, you have to come check it out.
Looks like a lot of fun, and just like last year, Shellville is completely free, and people are now supposed to park outside of the Tanger outlets, where a shuttle will take you to the holiday station.
And although Shellville is closed on Thanksgiving and Black Friday, you still have plenty of days to experience it. The Holiday Village is open every weekend except Saturday, November 29th, and is open on select weekdays now through December 30th.
And it's that time again for Bless Our Children campaign. Every year, Coast TV works to make the holidays brighter for kids across Delmarva.
And the money you give goes to local charities who then buy Christmas presents. Here's how to support.
For many in our community, the holiday season can bring about stress, as they strive to create unforgettable moments for their cherished little one.
And that's where the Bless Our Children campaign can help, but we need your support to make it happen. All the money you donate goes to local nonprofit organizations which give gifts to children this holiday season.
And you know what, Mike? Every penny, every single one you give helps families right here in Delmarva because WBOC covers all administrative costs. Send a donation and a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on the air.
Businesses can also help Bless Our Children by accepting the Shell Brothers Bless Our Children Challenge by donating at least $1,000. As our thank you, we'll list your name on the Shell Brothers Honor Roll in order of amounts given in increments of $1,000.
You can donate by sending a check or money order to the address on your screen, or you can use your credit card online at blessourchildren.org. Together, we can make the holidays this year a special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Well, it's a Monday morning on Delmarva, and it's not too bad out there as far as temperatures are concerned. We're in the 40s right now, 44 in Ocean City. It's going to be a beautiful day as far as the sunshine is concerned, but it's going to be a rather brisk day. 49 in Ocean City to 50 Fenwick Island. Those winds are going to be gusting to near 30, 35 miles an hour throughout the afternoon. 48 into Lewis and Rehoboth by around your lunchtime, and a breezy day in the Bay. Cambridge, mostly sunny skies through Crisfield with highs right around the 50-degree mark. Congratulations to Tracy Bullis, Millsboro, Delaware, on winning an umbrella from Coast TV. And you can always call our First Alert weather phone for your latest forecast. Your 7-day forecast in the next half hour.
After the break on Coast TV News today, preparing your car and your home for the winter. We'll tell you what experts say you need to do to be prepared in the months ahead.
Also, Dagsboro officials set to consider an impact fee for new subdivisions. How they say the money supports police.
And town considers tax credit. We'll tell you how people could qualify in Ocean City. Coast TV News today returns after the break.
Now on Coast TV News.
Dagsboro debates fee. Why town officials are considering a new impact fee and what areas could receive additional money.
After a windy weekend on Delmarva, we're tracking a sunny, blustery day ahead when our next chance of rain arrives.
Cold season safeguards. How you can prevent damage to your home from freezing conditions.
Property tax perk, how Ocean City officials are attempting to give its volunteer firefighters who are homeowners an extra incentive.
This is Coast TV News Today.
November 17th, 2025. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Grace.
Good morning, Matt. I'm Grace Eckerly. Thank you for being up with us today.
5:31. We're coming off the weekend. We're ready to roll into the second half of November.
It's hard to believe. I asked Matt this morning. I was like, is it the week before Thanksgiving
It
already?
is, yeah.
I know we've gone by this so quickly, but now it's like the holiday season. It gets everything going. Except I said it might not actually feel like it's the holidays outside.
We got a little preview of that.
Yes,
I don't know if he's ready to get into this now, but let's go to First Alert meteorologist Chris Mastrobono with a check on the forecast for today. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Matt and Grace. Yes, it was a mild weekend. We had temperatures in the 60s, and right now we're actually at 42 degrees in Salisbury, 41 Seaford, 41 Milton, 39 the cool spot there, Long Net, and 37 there in Willards, 41 in Bethany Beach. We're not seeing the 40, 50 mile an hour wind gusts like we had yesterday, but the winds are going to be picking up here through the morning and into the afternoon. It will be a rather brisk day. We have some snow squalls pushing across western portions of Pennsylvania and New York, and those are going to continue to weaken as they slide to the east. High pressure back off to the west is going to slide to our south over the next 24 hours. A sunny, breezy day. We're going to get those wind gusts near 30, 35 miles an hour. We have a cold night ahead of us. And then we're looking at increasing clouds throughout the day tomorrow. Most of the day is dry, and then a system will bring a round of rain into the area Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Mostly sunny skies today. Will top out right around the 50-degree mark. Again, with those winds, it will feel much chillier, so it's going to feel more like the 40s throughout the afternoon. We'll track the rain chances coming in tomorrow night, as well as some more rain down the road into the weekend. We'll talk about that in the 7-day forecast. Grace.
Thank you, Chris. And it's our top story this half hour, possible property tax help for volunteer firefighters in Ocean City.
Yeah, that's where we have our Elisa Weber. Today, the town is reviewing an ordinance that would give firefighters help with these types of bills. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt and Grace. Right now, I'm standing in front of one of Ocean City's volunteer fire departments, and today town leaders are going to hold a second reading for an ordinance to adopt a property tax credit for active members of the Ocean City Volunteer Fire Department. And according to the town, this credit would be up to $2,500, again, only for active members. And those who qualify include volunteers listed as an owner on the deed to a property, volunteers whose primary residence is within town limits, those who have lived at the property as their primary residence for a minimum of 1 year, property that does not have a rental license on the property, volunteers who are of course active members, and volunteers who receive the Maryland Homestead Property Tax credit on that property. And this would go into effect at the beginning of the property tax year starting on July 1st, 2026, according to town documents. And again, this is only for active members, and the reading of that ordinance will take place at tonight's meeting at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
Thank you, Elisa. Also being discussed at this evening's Ocean City Town Council meeting, officials are expected to recommend a bid award for Worcester and Caroline Street comfort stations. It was earlier this month that staff opened the process for companies to submit bids for renovations. According to the agenda, there will be a first reading for an ordinance that would an agreement regarding sewer treatment facilities. The agenda states the change would allow for increased flow capacity for West Ocean City.
Happening today, Dyksboro is considering a new impact fee. It's aimed at supporting police services. According to the town council agenda, the fee would join the town's existing fees for fire, ambulance, and capital improvements. Under the proposal, developers would pay 0.5% of construction costs with a $10,000 cap for subdivisions. Single-family homes would stay under the current $5,000 cap, and if this is all approved, the fees would apply to all future building permits. That town council meeting is at 6 p.m. New this morning, as we deal with another cold morning, it's a good time to begin winterizing both your car and your home.
CoastTV's First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey shows us what experts say you can do to prevent your belongings from freezing up in the colder months.
Herb Jenkins, owner of Fuel Automotive, says it's a good time to winterize your car.
The number one thing that we see is tire pressures dropping. Anytime it's cold, of course, cold air has moisture in it, so it's going to shrink down. Make sure your tires are properly inflated.
Tires aren't the only item to remember.
The cold takes its toll on batteries. Wiper blades are another major thing with snow and all that stuff that we don't like to see coming. Make sure they're in good condition, and then also make sure you have good tread on your tires as well. You want at least 30 seconds of tread depth.
For our climate, Jenkins says all-season tires are okay. You can also do a winterizing trick at home.
Grab a bottle of isopropyl alcohol and add that to your windshield washer fluid, and it's going to drop the freezing point with the additional alcohol, because washer fluid is basically methanol, alcohol, and water. You can actually manipulate the freezing point of your windshield washer fluid. Plus, it cleans a little bit better too.
And remember to winterize your home as well. Brian Rush, CEO of Paul Davis Restorations, has some helpful tips.
Start shutting off all your foundation vents is a good place to start. Go around your house, make sure they're all closed. Pipes are going to first freeze typically underneath your home, and then I would start working inside the home secondly.
Make sure your thermostat is set no lower than 55 degrees.
There's too many things that happen even for the health of the home, whether it's pipes freezing, trim expanding, contracting, your floors expanding, contracting, cabinets, drywall, everything inside the home.
Also, open your kitchen cabinets to let the ambient heat from your home keep the pipes from freezing.
I recommend that you keep a slow drip going. It's going to keep the water moving. Anytime you restrict that water and it stands still, it's going to have the ability to go ahead and freeze and then break the pipe. As it expands, it's going to break the pipe, and then typically when it thaws is when we see all the problems that occur.
The good news is there are no big Arctic air masses heading our way anytime soon. But it is important to be prepared this winter season. For Coast TV, I'm Bob Trihey.
A final review and possible action taking place tonight in Lewis. According to the agenda, the Parks and Recreation Committee is set to consider its strategic plan and budgeting for the fiscal year of 2027. Officials are also set to discuss and could act on the lawn and maintenance contract for fiscal years 2027 to 2029. The Lewis Parks and Rec Committee will meet tonight at 5 p.m.
Happening this afternoon in Georgetown, officials will continue to plan for the 250th anniversary of our nation. According to the agenda of the America 250 Committee, they're expected to discuss what activities or events could be a part of the celebration, as well as the timing for these activities and events. Potential sponsorships are also up for consideration. The committee meeting is at the Georgetown Hall at 3:30 p.m.
Thanksgiving is in 10 days, and travelers already have a reason to be thankful. The FAA says that the flight cuts will end in less than 1 hour at 6 a.m.
Yeah, Amy Kiley shows us how they affected at least 4% of air traffic at 40 large airports.
I think we're going to have a smooth, hopefully, Thanksgiving travel season.
Airlines are resuming their normal schedules in the U.S. today. The FAA says it's lifting flight restrictions that affected 40 major airports during the government shutdown. A joint statement from that agency and the Transportation Secretary cites, quote, safety trends and the steady decline of staffing trigger events in air traffic control facilities.
It does appear that air traffic controllers are working. The call-outs are minimal, and they're all getting bonuses now if they came to work. So I think the morale there is up, as well as the TSA.
Union leaders say it was hard for air traffic controllers to work full-time without pay during the shutdown.
The stresses, the pressure, the fatigue is setting in. Air traffic controllers are texting, I don't even have enough money to put gas in my car to come to work.
The news might be a relief for people flying over Thanksgiving weekend. That's the busiest air travel period of the year, according to TSA data. Experts say passengers should still check airline apps for delays or cancellations, but for more typical reasons.
I think the things we should be looking out for are weather-related incidents that could kind of throw the system out of whack or outages. But overall, I think things are looking good.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And we have a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, action needed for shelter animals. We'll tell you how the BVSPCA says it aims to make fostering easier for volunteers.
Also, low-scoring birds. How this touchdown was just enough for the Eagles to get by the Lions.
And the zoo is hosting sensory-friendly holidays. We'll tell you how the Salisbury Zoo is planning to celebrate the season. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Good Monday morning, Delmarva. We had some gusty winds yesterday. Right now, winds are pretty calm, and it's a chilly, dry start. We're at 45 right now in Ocean City, 43 Millsboro, 42 Redden, 42 in Gumboro, and we're at 43 in Lewis. We're seeing the winds out of the west anywhere between about 5 to 12 miles an hour. We're going to see some gusts near 30, 35 throughout the latter part of the morning into the afternoon. Still under the influence of high pressure, you can see some snow showers and squalls well back to our west. Plenty of sunshine through your morning, 47 by around 10 this morning. We'll top out right around 50 degrees with those winds out of the northwest, gusting to near 35 miles an hour. We have rain chances ramping up Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. A lot of clouds to round out the week, and then we'll see another chance of rain Friday night through Saturday. We'll talk more about those rain chances. Full 7-day forecast is just minutes away.
Thank you, Chris. New this morning, the Salisbury Zoo is getting into the holiday spirit with 2 nighttime events next month. Soothing Lights, that's a sensory-friendly experience, offers softly lit pathways, a low noise setting, a quiet visit with Santa, and hands-on gift-making activities tailored for sensory needs. At Rockin' Around the Zoo, families can enjoy lights, live music, caroling, crafts, cocoa, and a visit to Santa's Christmas cottage. Tickets for both those activities range from $5 to $100. And nominations for the Young Environmentalist Stewardship Award are now open. DenRec says that this is for young people who care about the environment through hands-on volunteer projects. If you know a young person who would be great for this, they must be 17 or younger as of January 10th and have 100 hours of unpaid volunteer service in the state.
Sunday Night Football on Coast TV with the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles home at the Field, and South Philly against the NFC North leading Lions. Now, despite a 3-game winning streak heading into this one, all was not right in the nest, with wide receiver A.J. Brown continuing to voice displeasure about the offense, and after last night, he'll probably have some stronger thoughts today. Second quarter, the Lions, Jared Goff to Jamison Williams, and Williams is gone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lions did miss the extra point, so this is a 6-6 game at this point. Just before the half, it's Jalen Hurts with a tush push. The Birds are back in front, 13-6, and the Eagles would add a field goal in the fourth. Under a minute to go, Saquon Barkley, he's from Penn State, Grace, gets the first down to put the game away. It's far from pretty, but when you are the defending Super Bowl champions and have the best record in the NFC, a win is a win. 16-9 the final, with a trip to Dallas next week. In Cleveland, the Ravens were pushed to the limits by the Browns defense, but late in the fourth quarter, 4th and 1 this is, Mark Andrews under center, and he's on a keeper, rumbling 35 yards for the game-winning score. The Ravens survive with a 23-16 win. They're back at 500 with a 5-5 record. To Spain, where Washington and Miami were in overtime, the Dolphins, Riley Patterson with a game-winning field goal, 27 yards out. Burgundy and Gold lose 16-13. At one point, they were 3-2 on the season. Washington is now 3-8 with their 6th straight loss. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 8, the Salisbury Stakes host the Philadelphia Spartans in soccer, and then it is the final score at 10:30 p.m.
If you're having a rough week, cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up for free now at coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday.
Starting our week on Delmarva with a whole lot of sunshine, but those breezy conditions are going to be continuing, making it feel quite blustery throughout the afternoon. Mostly sunny skies and tracking some rain rolling in Tuesday night. I'll have the latest right after the break.
Time is now 5:49 as we're taking a live look into Dover this morning. Sun's yet to come up. And Chris, we survived a windy weekend, especially yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
we had some gusts near 53 miles an hour in Dewey Beach, and it was quite windy through the afternoon. And we're going to continue to see the breezy conditions today. Temperature right now at 40 in Rehoboth. We're at 42 Milton, 43 Bridgeville, and we're 43 in Laurel. Now, wind gusts right now anywhere between about 15 to 10 miles an hour, and those winds will pick up through the morning and into the afternoon. The gale warning continues for the Delaware coast. This is through 6 o'clock this evening. We have that gale warning from Ocean City down to Chincoteague for another few more hours, and then a small craft advisory up through the Chesapeake Bay through 6 o'clock this evening. Where we're dry across the area, some snow squalls across western portions of Pennsylvania and New York. They're continuing to push to the southeast, but they will be weakening. High pressure back off to the west will continue to slide eastward, and this is our next system that will affect us back off into the Rockies. That's going to advance eastward and bring us a round of showers Tuesday night. We're at 45 in Ocean City, mostly sunny skies through the morning, 46 by around 9 this morning. We're on our way to highs right around 50 degrees. Milford, Lewis, 52 into Cambridge, a degree or two below the 50-degree mark is possible. Lower 50s, 52 to Snow Hill and into Salisbury. Winds, northwest gusts, 30-35 through the morning and afternoon, and they will relax through the evening, and that's going to allow temperatures to fall pretty rapidly, I think, tonight, especially away from the coast. Wind chills, well, it feels more like the 30s and 40s today despite those sunny skies, and then we'll see wind chills in the 20s tomorrow morning. In fact, air temperatures are actually going to be in the 20s. We'll get a little radiational cooling going here, and I think that cool zone, western portions of Sussex County, will get into the upper 20s to lower 30s. Then as we go into the afternoon, most of the day is dry. Clouds will be increasing through the morning and afternoon ahead of that system that will bring a round of showers through Tuesday evening into Tuesday night. You can see it's a pretty quick moving system. Most of this is going to fall in the nighttime hours, early morning Wednesday. We could wake up to a few showers along the coast, but quickly drying out through the afternoon into mostly cloudy skies through the afternoon. We're looking at about a half an inch of rain Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. We stay cloudy Wednesday afternoon and Thursday with a system pushing to our north, and then we're looking at another round of rain. It looks like late Friday night in through Saturday. So a lot of clouds once we get past the rain on Tuesday night. 54 Wednesday, 56 into Thursday, mostly cloudy skies. Can't rule out a spotty shower there. 62 in through Friday, so we're milder ahead of that next system that will bring a round of rain. It looks like Saturday morning, and then we dry out in through Sunday with a high of 56. Grace.
Thank you, Chris. Our local wildlife refuges are getting back to normal now that the federal government has reopened. The Chincoteague National Wildlife Refuge has resumed its regular schedule. The Bateman Visitor Center and Gift Shop and Assateague Lighthouse both reopened, and Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge returned to normal operations on Thursday. The Blackwater National Wildlife Refuge confirmed to us that it's operating as normal as well.
The Brandywine Valley SPCA is asking families to consider fostering an adult or senior dog or cat. The SPCA says foster homes gives these pets a break from the shelter, lowers their stress, and helps prepare them for their forever families. Foster periods are as short as 2 weeks, and the SPCA provides all supplies and training.
And speaking of, the time's now 5:53 as we're taking a look at our coastal pet of the day.
Today's pet of the day in this hour is a protective pup. On your screen, that's Gemma. Her family says Gemma's been keeping an eye on everyone, keeping them safe from stuffed toys ever since 2020.
Gemma looks very fierce, and we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. You can send us photos, tell us what makes them so special if you take a look at your screen now.
You can scan that QR code top center there. That way you can get your friends to Coast TV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Temperatures in the 40s this morning on our way to highs right around 50 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Those winds gusting upwards of 35 miles an hour, so a blustery day, cold night. We dip down to 29, increasing clouds tomorrow ahead of a system that will bring a round of rain Tuesday night through Wednesday. It's a quick hitting system. We're looking at a lot of cloud cover though from Wednesday through Friday, slightly milder through the end of the week, 62. And then another round of rain will arrive. Looks like overnight Friday through Saturday. So the weekend right now looks to be a bit on the damp side to start. We ended on a dry note, and then we trend rather mild into next week. And early look of Thanksgiving, you can see that 10-day ends Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving there. Early look at Thanksgiving looks to be right around 60 degrees under partly cloudy skies.
You were excited about 60, maybe 70-degree weathers.
Excited is not the word that I would use. I despise this warm weather. That's not
this
Christmas.
Girl wants
That's not Thanksgiving.
She wants a bundled up Thanksgiving and
I want to wear my
Christmas.
fun little coat. I want to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade and then the dog show. That's my plan. And I want to be able to sit outside where it's all cold. That's the holiday season.
Well, the good news is the early part of December looks to be below average, very winter-like, so we'll see what happens.
Goodness.
Oh, thank goodness for that cold weather. All right, thank you, Chris. Coming up in our next hour, firefighter funding break. The plan in Ocean City to help its volunteer firefighters who pay property taxes in the town. That and more when we continue with Coast TV News Today.